So as we drive through downtown Nashville, it amazes me. In 1990, I was in college at Middle Tennessee State University, very near Nashville, and there was nothing going on. And now it's blown up like a New Orleans. People everywhere, stages everywhere, music everywhere. I remember telling a friend of mine those years gone by that Nashville had so much to offer and they had not tapped into it. And obviously, now they have. Look at all the different places. People are coming here in droves and moving here in droves. Nashville has really grown, and it's really exciting to see. So now we're going to head over to
the American Pickers store in Nashville, Tennessee.
If you guys have watched the Pickers on A&E and love their show, we're going to their Nashville location. Super exciting. So very recently, Mike called out that Frank has had a stroke. He's asking for prayers for Frank and his family, and we do too.
We wish him nothing but the best.
This is Mike's store, Antique Archaeology. So Laura and I thought we're
going to go pick the pickers.
Pick the pickers. Let's go. So we're walking down to Marathon Motors. In 1910, cars were created here. What an amazing time in downtown Nashville.
And if you stick around, we'll show you those awesome cars.
Really beautiful. So here we are outside the store, acting goofy, just being us.
Just being tourists in Nashville, you know.
Yeah, gotta do it when you're here.
That's right.
So let's go in and see what they got. Hey guys, so remember, if you haven't subscribed to our page, please do so. Click the like button and check the notification.
This way you know every time we upload something new. Okay guys, if there was one thing I could take home from the store, it'd be this really cool mid-century modern lamp for $600. I know it was a little steep, but man, I would have loved to have that.
And you guys know we love the atomic design, and it was so cool. We were really hoping to meet Mike again. Laura met him on the grand opening.
And I also met Danielle, which they were super nice. And I got some pictures and I'll insert them here so you guys can see that.
But we were hoping maybe he'd be here again. He wasn't. But we did hear that he had been there on Monday. But it was exciting to be in the store, check out the things that they had picked. Just enjoy watching as you see what they picked, the Nashville products. It's just really neat.
And some things weren't for sale because some of them were just Mike's personal collection, which I thought was really cool. Because there'll be something coming up shortly that Mike's had in his own personal collection, and you'll probably remember it from one of the episodes called The Wolf Boy.
And one of the things that we really found exciting about the whole picking the pickers was seeing Mike's own 2-lane brand. And, you know, it's kind of neat to think about. I guess when he put it together, 2 lanes, that's what he and Frank did. They rode on 2 lanes, and they ran through trying to find the best things they could.
And boy, was it cool to look at all the awesome stuff they found over the years.
Enjoy our tour. Now, my family have big feet, but geez.
Kind of wonder what happened to the other shoe after all. It's not like it could get lost being that big.
Now that's some big feet.
Here we are just goofing around and making sure we take some photos while we're in the shop.
Guys, if you haven't gotten it yet, Laura and I really love each other. And we love what we do because we love each other so much. We love antiques, we love being together, we enjoy our adventures, but most of all, we just love each other.
So this was featured in an episode of The Pickers where Mike found this along the way in Tennessee, and it sells for about $2,000. Of course, that's the price he had on, as you can see there. That's where he says he found it in Tennessee. But man, this was old and so cool and so dusty. You could just tell he just picked it.
Wouldn't it be so neat to have seen this in action back in the day?
Guys, we wouldn't be in Nashville if we didn't show you some boots along the way. And these boots were definitely made for walking.
Walking hard. And look at this Amelia Earhart bust, or it looks like an Amelia Earhart bust.
Oh gosh, guys, these books were so huge. We probably should have stood by them so you could really tell how big they were. They were so cool.
And they had so many motorcycle products, but wait.
Oh guys, this is the Wolf Boy. This is what I was telling you about. And as you can see on the tag, it says not for sale. This is part of Mike's personal collection. I don't know if you guys remember the Wolf Boy episode. Man, that was one of the best episodes ever.
You guys gotta go and see this live. It's really, really cool.
Very cool, guys. You definitely have to go. Okay, guys, the plane was part of Mike's personal collection with the bombs on it, but just look how cool he displayed this piece. I can only imagine what's in this guy's house because, man, the stuff he had in this shop was so cool.
Yeah, we have things in our home. Can you imagine having a whole store where you could display the things you love? But this shirt with the Volkswagen bus, I'm a Volkswagen bus guy.
And it came home with us. You guys know that.
We loved it. And we had to pick up a couple t-shirts. You'll see me here sporting both of them in just a minute. Of course, I got the Volkswagen bus, and Laura got...
And I got the two-lane brand of just Mike's. And just this time, I thought it was kind of a cool shirt.
Yeah, it's Buffalo Roman. They look great. We love them. And we're so glad we picked them up.
As you guys know, Mike loves motorcycles, and this was a real beauty in the shop. Boy, did it turn heads.
Yeah, we really liked this. It was a really cool display, and we loved how the back fender went over the wheels. It's a tiny bike, but a man can ride it. Here I am trying to act like I'm a bad guy on it.
So the red motorcycle wasn't for sale, and I don't blame Mike. I probably would have kept it too in my personal collection. A lot of the stuff in the store, not everything, but there was a few pieces that were just more like a museum piece and just there to show everybody what they've collected over the years, and it was really kind of cool. I'm glad they would share it with us.
And if you go in, though, you can pick up a lot of memorabilia that they've made that just commemorates what they do in the show.
So guys, we picked up a few extra little things that we figured we'd do a giveaway just soon with all you wonderful subscribers out there that have joined us lately. We really do appreciate y'all.
So we're going to be dropping some rabbit eggs, some Easter eggs, if you will. And as we do our next episodes, we'll send to you guys the things that we found here for free. We didn't get a lot, but we got a few things we thought you'd enjoy.
But you must subscribe, like, and comment to be entered.
And please, as always, check the notification button so you'll know as our new episodes come up.
Well, I just realized Michael said rabbit eggs. What did you mean by that?
What the heck's a rabbit egg? I don't know. I guess rabbits lay eggs? I don't
Apparently.
We meant Easter eggs. My goodness. I know you guys are going to cut on us. We always have those one or two people that comment the obvious, which we do love.
Yes.
And somebody's going to say, what the heck's a rabbit egg?
We just have too much fun, guys.
We do love what we do. So we're tying up our tour of Picking the Pickers, and we hope you guys enjoy the store. And you guys are going to see the whole Marathon Motors area shortly that they were built. And here at the end, you're going to see some of the damage that was caused to Nashville with the bombing a couple of years ago. It was really sad.
It was devastating, but they finally now opened it up where you can drive through and see some of the damage. And we just thought it'd be kind of interesting to include that so some of you who've never been to Nashville can really see what actually happened on Christmas Day.
And we only live about an hour from Nashville, and it's our town too. And we wanted to be Nashville strong. 1906, William H. Collier, engineer at Southern Engine and Boiler Works in Jackson, Tennessee, designed the Southern car, renamed Marathon, after a 1909 contest. Marathon Motor Works roadsters, touring cars, coupes, limousines, and trucks were sold worldwide with the four-cycle engines ranging from 20 miles an hour to 45 miles an hour. The Marathon was the first car entirely manufactured in the South. In 1986, Barry L. Walker began redeveloping the complex into a creative community called the Marathon Village. Grab this, yeah, get the try. Kyle 1881 factory first housed the Nashville Cotton Mills, which built the middle section C 1885. It became Phoenix Cotton Mills in 1894. And in 1910, Southern Motor Works of Jackson, Tennessee moved in, becoming Marathon Motor Works in 1911. The final portion of the plant and an elegant office and showroom across Clinton Street were built in 1912. Marathon made vehicles in Jackson from 1907 through 1910, and here from 1910 through 1914. It operated as a parts and service business until 1918.
So here we are going into the Marathon Motor Works Museum.
These cars were so neat. Can you imagine tooling around in one of these in 1910? My grandmother was actually born in 1910, so these were made the year she was born. I can't imagine. We know the roads weren't the same as they are today. I just can't imagine what it was like back then. Can you?
No, I couldn't, but man, I'd love to have one of these cars. Any of them. I'd take it.
They were so beautiful. And so the sticker price back then was around $1,500. Of course, $1,500 in 1910 was a mint.
Oh, goodness, yeah. But man, these cars were in such great shape. Somebody over the years really just cherished these cars.
And we got fortunate enough to meet the guy who was putting this museum together and actually owned all the buildings here. Super neat guy. He'd been hurt in a Harley Davidson accident, but he was sweet enough to come and speak to us. Just a super neat guy, and he had a passion for Marathon Motors and these cars, and he had a bigger passion for Nashville. We were very, very blessed to get to meet him.
What an interesting guy. I wish we'd have had more time to talk to him and spend a lot more time with him. The guy really knew his stuff about cars.
Yeah.
He was just so interesting.
Yeah, and the cars were neat. They had it all set up, and they've got a few coming in. He even said next week, from when we did the video on this. But it was just amazing.
As you can see, they're bringing one in the background.
Yeah. I loved how they had this whole area set up. And Mike's just a neat guy. Of course, he would pick an area like this to open his shop. So we had to ask about these steering wheels. They were so neat. So actually, they were like the choke. They gave the gas to the car and kept the car idling well. They were really neat, much different than what we see today.
So we want to share with you Nashville Strong.
So 2 years ago, in the Christmas bombing, downtown Nashville, especially 2nd Avenue, was really damaged by this bombing. And these are very old buildings. These were built in the early 1900s, and so their foundations are not like our foundations today. And the structural engineers are working very hard to try to rebuild this area and keep its historical value.
And I'll tell you what, they've done a fantastic job with that. And just in the short time that this has happened, they've really made a big stride in getting this done quickly.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, this right here really hurts. Now, this is not our town, but it's very close to our hearts, and we're only, like we said, an hour away. And to see this kind of damage, we're not going to talk about who did it or why did it, but it really hurts.
I just want to take a moment and tell you guys thank you so much for watching our channel, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and also hit the like button and the notification. This way you know every time we upload something new.